Hey guys, I'm here, ready for Topic Thursday. Topic Thursday, Topic Thursday. Got my shoulders out and everything. Hey Susanita, how you doing? Thumbs it up. Hey, how to cook? What's up? Welcome to Topic Thursday. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing? Thanks for coming in and spending some time with me on your busy Thursday. How was your day? Oh my goodness, it's 2 a.m.? Wow, Susanita, I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, this is a subject nobody wants to talk about. You wish you can, but you cannot? What do you mean? You want to go to bed and you can't? Hey, Peanut Butter. What's up? How are you doing? I mean, yeah, guys. So, this is the topic nobody wants to talk about. You're okay? Good. Glad you guys came in, spent some time with me on Topic Thursday. Topic Thursday. Yeah, guys. So, this is a subject nobody wants to talk about. So, what do you guys want to cover first? How do you want to start this Topic Thursday? Dealing with death and coping with death. Oh, okay, Susanita. But I appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much, sis. So, guys, this is a subject people don't want to talk about or they're scared to talk about. And this is losing someone in death, especially someone that you love very much. Everybody has, thank you, Susanita. Everybody has a different way of coping with loss, but it depends on the circumstances, how you can move forward when you lose someone that you love in death. I've only experienced it from the parental. I've experienced it from the parental side, and I've also experienced it as losing your parents. I've lost my aunt. I've lost a friend. Lost lots of different people. And it never stops being frustrating. Hold on, guys. Hey, King. Thanks for coming in. What's up? How are you doing? You close. How are you doing today? How was your day? Yeah, I was just talking about this subject nobody really wants to talk about. I'm good. What's up? Hey, Jeffrey. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thumbs it up on coming in, guys. So, I wanted to cover a subject that most people don't want to talk about when it comes to losing someone that you love in death. Are you doing good? You just came from walking? Good, King Art. Where'd you go walking? How was your day? And Jeffrey said his day was good. He just came from walking. Susanita was in and he left. So it was okay. So have either one of you guys, it says it's only one person here. I think it's King, or is Jeffrey still here? Have either one of you lost someone that you loved in death? Oh, you're here? Okay, both of you are here. Okay, guys. Yeah, it's only saying one is here. Yeah, so have you guys lost anybody that you love in death? Mm. Mm-hmm. Can you get my lip gloss? Mm-hmm. And my backpack in your room? Where's your lip gloss from? I know. Your brother and a girlfriend and a few friends. Wow. Oh, I remember you did tell me that, Jeffrey, your brother. And that was recently. That was a year ago, right? Yeah, so my recent one was 2 years ago. Yeah, last Memorial Day. You did tell me that before. So, it's been 2 years. Well, next month will be 2 years since my mom died, and it's been October will be 3 years since my dad passed away, and I've lost friends and other people that I'm really close to in my life. So, how is your grieving process going, Jeffrey? Are you handling it well? How are you handling it? Thank you. I know when my mom first passed away, because it was one of those things where, yeah, you have faith. Well, that's good. I I think the hardest part is how the person died. That's the hardest thing. Is did they die like? Did they suffer, or was it of natural causes? No way is easy to handle, no matter what the situation. But sometimes the manner in which someone passes away, that's what makes it really hard to handle and to deal with and to cope. Um, Speaking from just my personal experience, when my mom passed away, it took me almost a year, the shock factor, to accept that she wasn't around anymore. Hey, dear Alexa, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Good to see you in here. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with me. You guys, welcome Alexa to the live stream. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with us on your busy Thursday evening. I know you guys are busy people and you have lots of things to do. So thanks for coming in and spending some time with me. So Alexa, we were just talking about, of course, you see the subject line, losing someone that you love in death. Alexa, have you had anybody in your family or friends or somebody close to you that has passed away? My mom passed away. Next month will be 2 years, and she always had like heart issues and heart problems, but she was just fine. When my mom passed away, she was 80 years old. She died May of 2017. Actually, the exact day, May 2nd, 2017. So, in about another month, it will be coming up 2 years where my mom passed away. And I don't know, everybody handles it differently. But when it just happened, I had a hard time like coping with it. Like, I just couldn't believe, because I'll tell you the circumstances. That's what I should have started off with. So the circumstance was, my mom had gone to a doctor's appointment that day. Thanks, King Art. Why aren't you in blue? Comment, King, and let me know if you got your wrench. So my mom had went to her doctor's appointment, and that morning my brother took her, and just as normal, and the night before she called me like a typical mom, worrying about her doctor's appointment. What time is it gonna be? And she was worried, is it gonna be a good checkup and all that stuff. And of course I was like, Mom, stop worrying about your appointment. That was the last phone call that I had with my mom. She was telling me that she was going to the doctor. So, anyways, fast forward. The morning she went with my brother, took her to her doctor's appointment. Um, and I got a text message when I was at work. I don't know what time it was. You know how, like, after a while, everything starts to like blend together. I don't really remember what time it was, but I want to say it was after lunchtime, so maybe around 1 o'clock, that something is wrong with Mom. And he said he would let us know and give us some updates. And so I was like, okay. I just thought maybe her blood pressure was high because she has white coat syndrome. Do you guys know what that is? Um, White coat syndrome is when someone goes to the doctor, and that's just because they're at the doctor's office, they get stressed out, and like they get the high blood pressure and all the stress just from being at a doctor's appointment. So my mom had white coat syndrome. So she was at the doctor's appointment, and of course her blood pressure was high because she worries so much. But this time, my mom told my brother she wasn't feeling so good, so she had to go into the bathroom. Well, when she came out, my brother said that she was like not breathing well and all of that. And from what I learned, she passed out, and they had to call an ambulance. This is during the time where my brother was calling and texting us and telling us we need to get to the hospital. So I'm not thinking it's like a big deal. I'm thinking that it's like, okay, Mom is just having her high blood pressure because she's stressed out and worried about her appointment. So when we get the urgent message, like, get to the hospital now, I didn't know, but at the time my mom had already coded on her way when the ambulance came to get her, because luckily the hospital was right across from the doctor's appointment. So my sister left work. My niece was at the house, and they went over to the hospital. I was still at work, so they had to come and pick me up, and we all went to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, we went to the emergency room. At all this time, I didn't know that. Hey, Angela. I didn't know that it was this serious. I just thought it was something like, oh, mom's blood pressure is high or something, and give her a pill or something. But I didn't know that she had coded. How are you doing, Angela? I didn't know that my mom had coded already, and they brought her back. So she was there unconscious, and we waited until the majority of the family came, and then we all went back and to see her. I went back with my niece, and she wasn't conscious. Oh, thanks for coming in, Angela. So she wasn't conscious, so I went back there where she was, laying in bed, and she just looked peaceful and sleeping and resting. All the while, I'm not fully taking this in that my mom is in the hospital, that she had coded. She just looks peaceful, like she was resting, and I don't know. And I just hugged her. Hey Ezekiel, how are you doing? And I just held her hand and talked to her and said, Mom, it's gonna be okay. Stop worrying. And I kissed her on her forehead, and I left because they only let two people back at a time in the ICU. So I went back, and then other family members started going back two by two to see her, and we were all sitting there, and I want to say it was about 2 hours later. They were like, she's there's no changes in her status, and we all decided that we were all going to take turns, because if you guys don't know, I come from a big family. Um, there's 10 of us, and so nieces and nephews and kids and everything, we were all going to take turns, 2 hour shifts to stay with mom. So when me and my sister and my niece, we were leaving my sister-in-law to stay the night, and my brother to stay the night with her, because they were going to take the first um, 2 hour shift. And by the time we left and got down the street, um, they said that mom was coding again. So we hurried up and turned around, went back to the hospital, as did everybody else, because everybody had just all left too, and everybody turned around. And then when we went, we ran in the back, and they were using the, what do they call those, to jumpstart your heart, the two pads where they you say clear. And so I've seen them, use that on my mom, and her body is jumping up in the air, and it's just like a surreal experience. Like, I know that. What did you say, Alexa? Did I miss something, Alexa? um I saw my mom's body like jumping up and down, and it's just kind of like an unreal experience, that if you've never seen it, it's like something unbelievable. Oh, the machine I'm talking about. Okay, thanks. So I see them, they keep clearing, and nothing is happening. She's not responding to them using those two paddles on her body. So my niece and her husband, and two of my sisters, and my brother and me were back there at the time. And my brother, who's a nurse, had to make the decision to call it, to say that's it, like she's dead. So that was it. My brother was strong enough to make the decision that that was it, that she wasn't coming back. And Then I went out into the, waiting room where everybody was, and we were all crying and stuff. And then for me, seeing it was not the hard part. The hard part, I don't even know. I don't even know, Alexa. I feel like the hardest part for me was calling people, uh, like my other brother, because my other brother wasn't there. Just calling him and telling him mom is gone. That was whoa. That was the hardest part. So that was my experience losing my mom. And I'm not saying it's anything easy. And everybody has different experiences. She died May 2017. The exact date, May 2nd, 2017. So it's been almost 2 years. In one more month, it'll be 2 years. So that was a traumatic event, to say the least. Shocking. And but oh, thank you, Angela. But I'm not saying this for like sympathy or anything. I'm just saying this to share my story, to tell others that you're not alone. Um, Everybody has a story when it comes to losing someone they love in death, and yeah, and everybody has their story to tell. Hey, King. Everybody has a story to tell about losing someone in death, and no two situations are the same, and no two people are going to cope the same. But I can just speak about my experience, and to try to encourage anybody who's ever lost someone that they love in death, that the sun does come out again. I know for me, like I had I want to say like the first 6 to 7 months, it's just like doesn't even feel real. Like, did I miss something? Yes, blessed night to you too, King. Um, I think at first it doesn't feel real, um, especially when it's something traumatic. Like I had just talked to her the night before, and then I'm like, what? She's gone. It's like I just saw her yesterday. So that was my experience. So it took me a long time to like even accept, like, yeah, they're all interesting. Um, Everybody has a different experience, and I just wanted to share mine. That you can go through a traumatic experience and still come out on the other side, and share your story with somebody to help them to cope with it, and that they can be strong and you can move past it. Right, King. Um, yeah, it's hard to share, but every time I tell the story, I think it gets easier to tell the more time that passes by. It's still hard. It's never easy to say your mom died, but you do learn to handle it more. So this was 2 years ago. So this was 2017 that my mom died. Now let me tell you the story. Hey, Cajun boy. Now let me tell you this story about when my dad passed away. Okay. So my daddy, he's my world. Okay. Yeah. My dad died from prostate cancer, and This was October the 27th of 2016. So it's coming up on 3 years. Hey, Cajun boy, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. This has been almost 3 years since my dad had passed away, and just gonna tell you like the story. Um, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in, let's see, January of 2011. So, January 2011 is when we all got the diagnosis to know that he had prostate cancer. And that was like hard to accept, but because my dad was not a person who actually went to doctors, got checkups and stuff, when he found out, he was pretty far along in his cancer diagnosis. So there was not really much that they could do. It was one of those kind of things that you just had to take its natural progression. And of course, you know, he was going to naturally decline. So this was 2011. Most men don't visit a doctor. Yeah, but why? I don't understand that. It's like, I don't understand why men don't go to doctors, because don't you understand that you have people who care about you? Like, it's not just about you, that you have, like my mom, he was married, like you have your wife, and you have your children, many children, you know, yeah, your 10 kids. Hey, David and Jody, Egotistic Ways. How you doing, Jody? Thanks for coming in. Welcome. Yeah, so my dad had got this diagnosis of his cancer, right? Then one by one, he was telling all of his kids. Yes, thank you, Jody. One by one, he was telling all of his kids that he's diagnosed with prostate cancer. And I wouldn't tell everybody, but my dad told me first before he told others. So after he told me, he asked me not to tell anybody, so I didn't. I waited for him to tell everybody and inform them on his own. And then fast forward to 2015. So he has the prostate cancer for about 5 years at this time. And, you know, at this time, I think, how old would he be? I think he was 74 at the time. 74, 75. So, he started to, you could start seeing the decline in his health. And I think what pushed my dad over the edge with, you know, his illness, he was working for a nursing agency at the time, and he got into a car accident on the job. Somebody came and they rear-ended him. It just made things progress along, because he was already, you know, progressing with his illness. And so he got into that car accident. He's in the middle of a lawsuit because, you know, he has to sue the people who rear-ended him, and the job is involved, blah, blah, blah. So then, because of what happened to him on the job with the car accident, he now was forced to retire, which he needed to do anyways. I don't know if you guys know about the typical Caribbean men. They're going to work all the way until, you know, they can't anymore because the majority of Caribbean men are really good providers. They take care of their family. So my dad, at this time, I think he was 75 years old. And he was told, you know, like, cut it, like, no more working. So I believe that when my dad stopped working, it was it kind of made him give up because him working gave him something to do, kept him busy. So him just being in the house. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Him not working anymore. It's like, I think he basically came home to die. Hey, Club Lion. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. So I think when my dad retired is when he really like went down in his health. Hey, Tavi Smith. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thumbs it up. I think that when he retired, that's when he went down because, you know, he didn't have much. I wouldn't say he didn't have anything to live for, but you know how it is, guys, when you're working, you know, you don't have time to really think about your problems. So I think him being at home gave him more time to sit down and to think, oh, I'm sick. And I think that was the beginning of the end for my dad. About 6 months, about 6 months after he retired, and this is after the car accident as well. This is when he started to go down in his health, and they had to wind up putting him on hospice. I don't know if everybody knows what hospice is, but it's basically like a home health agency, and they're there to help you to transition until you pass away. So when I heard that my dad was going to be on hospice, I was like, but you know, I was still seeing him walking around doing things. So it was one of those things like I was in denial. Like, what do you mean he's on hospice? He's still walking around, he's still talking. But it's really something real. Um, when they put you on hospice, they know exactly how long you're going to live. And like they said, from the time that they put him on hospice, it was exactly 4 months. Hey, Orient Star, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Happy Thursday evening to you, and I hope you're well. So it was about 6 months from the time that my dad got put on hospice till he passed away. So during this time, it was hard for me to see my dad go from, you know, being a strong man working to now he's home all the time, you know, kind of down and depressed. He had stopped driving. And, you know, it turned like to see your parent go from being a parent to turn to like a child, like the roles reversed to where he was asking me for help. And it's like really like a mind trick thing to always be looking to someone to take care of you, and then you have to turn around and take care of them. So my dad was strong, really strong, Jamaican man. I love my daddy, and he lasted 6 months. He fought. He went through so many stages, and I have so much respect for my mom because my mom took care of him the whole time. She never let anybody come in and take care of him until the end, like the last month before he passed away. My mom took care of him faithfully took care of him in bed, did everything for him. My mom was the best nurse for my dad, and she's a good example. She's a good example of a wife who loved her husband and took care of him down to the end. So that's the story of losing my mom and dad. So anybody else out there, has anybody else lost their parents or grandparents or even something traumatic? It's not easy, and only reason I came on here to do this video is to show somebody else that's lost someone that they love in death that that's not the end of the story. That life goes on after that, and you have to focus on the memories that you had with them, and keep going. And it shows you how strong you are, because in the beginning, like, you may not feel strong. He was in hospice a few days. Wow, I'm sorry, Orient Star. So you are Jeffrey. Oh man, what I wouldn't do to have my parents back. Yeah, so you're lucky, Jeffrey. If I had my mom and dad alive still right now, I would just go right there and hug them. Tell them how much I love them. Oof. Anyways, I'm not crying on this live. So, how are you doing, Orient Star? Yeah, he is lucky. So, how are you doing, Orient Star? How are you coping with it? You said he was in hospice for a few days. So, Orient Star, do you mind if I ask you, was he at the end stage of his life? That's why it was just a few days. Yeah. Having these things to talk about, like having YouTube as a vehicle to be able to come together to talk about these things, share your story, it can really encourage someone else, that make them feel like, hey, she went through it, and I went through something similar, or I'm going through something similar. China, what's up, her? You should have your blue wrench, China. How you doing? Happy Thursday evening. What you said, Orient Star? You're handling it well. He got diagnosed and passed away 2 months later. Everything happened really quick. I was really close to my dad. Wow. I love you, China Boo. Yeah, Orient Star. It, I don't know how long that's been since your dad passed away, but I will say that time helps a little. When I say a little, I mean a little. You never stop grieving for someone that you love, but you do find it a little easier, just a little easier to talk about. Yeah, 2008, so it's been almost 11 years, Orient Star. Yeah, I'll tell you guys. So my mom, hey, Val and Coco, how you doing? Why are you not in blue, Val? So I hope you're well, Val. So this was, let's see. So my dad passed away. This was October of 2016. So after my dad passed away, of course, like things changed. Like my mom, oh, I'm sorry, Val. What's going on? Who's blocked? China, you're blocked? I'm confused. You don't have to say anything, Val. I'm not saying this for you to say anything, Val. I'm just sharing my story. So my mom was never the same. I can't imagine. Uh-oh. I'll let you guys discuss that amongst yourselves. So my mom was never the same. My mom and dad, they were married for 52 and a half years. So this was my mom's like, whole life. Like they got married. She got married when she was 25 years old. And when my dad passed away, my mom was 80. So imagine being with somebody from your youth, basically that's your youth. Um, go through so many changes, have children, um, from 25 years old to 80. So, hey, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Zenus Nails. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but my mom was with him from 25 years old until she was 80. So that's a long time to be with somebody. And she had children, 10 kids, of course. You guys know I come from a big family. My mom and dad had 10 kids. And yeah, that's a lot. So I can't even, it means apple in English. Okay. Thanks for telling me. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I think when my dad passed away, she kind of lost her will to live. Like, I feel like my mom was just living for him. And especially since she took care of him with his cancer until he passed away. I think that she kind of had built her world around him. And we were hoping that my mom would have, traveled and enjoyed her life, being a widow now, but she just couldn't handle it. And that was another part, like, that nobody really prepares you for. Seeing one of your parents so sad, it's like, it's a trip. So my heart breaks for her, and it still breaks for her, even though she's not here anymore. And I miss her dearly. I miss my parents, but that was not the point of my story. I just wanted to tell you guys that wherever you are in your journey, with losing someone that you love in death, don't let anybody tell you how to cope with the situation. If you want to cry every day of your life, then cry every day of your life. Because I've had people tell me it's been 2 years or it's been 3 years, since your parents are gone. Like, you don't need to be crying anymore. Like, you have a lot of nerve to tell me how to feel. So don't let anybody tell you how to feel when it comes to grieving. And everybody handles it differently. Some people cry about it. Some people get really angry. Some people isolate themselves. Some people get depression from it. But just know you're not the only one. I would just make a recommendation that you find some support. Um, it everybody your definition of support is going to be different for each person. If you can, if you have a spouse or significant other, and they're very loving towards you, get support that way. And if not, if you are close with family members, try to get some support from family members. If not, seek out help from friends. And if you're a religious person, um, go to God in prayer. Pour out your heart to Him and tell Him how you feel. Tell Him how you really feel. You don't have to put on a pretense. Can't think of the word to use. Don't, don't be phony because He knows you already. So tell Him how you feel. I know I had so many months where I was just like screaming my heart out in prayer to God, like, why me? Um, why now? Why both of them? Why? And it helped me because it helped me to cope. And I feel like there's not anybody else that would understand me but God. So that was my vehicle. That's what helped me. I'm not saying that's what's going to help you, but I'm just sharing what helped me. And after that, I joined like a support group for people online on Facebook. I'm joined with a support group for those that lose a family member from cancer or just traumatic things. So that helps me. Like if I'm having a really bad day, sometimes you need to talk to somebody who has gone through. Sometimes you need to talk to somebody who has gone through what you have gone through, and only they can understand. Because I think sometimes you try to tell, yeah, I did, April. How are you doing? I did get the pot roast. Hey, Jay Kurt, what's up? Thanks for coming in. So, everybody copes differently with the situation. Good, April. I'm glad you're doing awesome. Everybody copes differently, and I'm just telling you what helped me. Um, I joined a support group, and I've been joined to that support group now for about 6 months. And for me, it's really helped that I can tell somebody else like what I'm going through, like, and then like you can have other people that care about you, and they can say, I'm here for you. But it's not the same thing as somebody who has gone through it saying, I know how that feels. I understand, you know. So I would make that suggestion if you're looking for something to help you to cope. I would suggest joining a support group because that has really helped me. Another thing I believe in fully, not just when it. Hey, Boss Life Online, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. What has really helped me a lot, besides the support group, besides prayer, is getting some therapy. Oh, you guys, sometimes you don't even know what you have inside of you until you start talking about it to somebody. telling somebody how you feel. And for me, I didn't even know I had unresolved issues with my parents until I started going to therapy. Surprise! I think sometimes you think everything's good, like, oh, I have a good relationship with my parents, everything's well, we loved each other. But sometimes there's some hidden issues, some things that you thought you dealt with that you didn't deal with. So, that therapy has really helped me not only with the grieving process, but also other issues. So, if you guys have insurance, um, sometimes your insurance will cover you getting some therapy. If you've lost someone in death, they'll cover that because they will say that that's, oh man, I can't think of it. But after this video uploads, I'll pin it on the video. But it's a certain type of coverage. Excuse me. It's a certain kind of coverage that your insurance gives you so that you're able. Well, what time, King? It's a certain kind of coverage that your insurance gives you when you've lost someone in death, that they'll give you a certain amount of therapy sessions. So if something is out there to help you, I would suggest you use it. I used the therapy and I've continued to use it. I don't go every week like I did in the beginning, but I do go once a month, and it helps me. So, besides the therapy, joining a support group, prayer, having close friends, I'll tell you guys, this is something that it may sound really simple, but get a journal and journal about everything. Start writing whatever it is. Don't block things out. I just take out a notebook and just start writing whatever you want to. Just pour out your heart in that journal and write whatever you want to. It helped you so much. You also had to, yes, Boss Life Online. I know that it's something that people kind of want to, not really do. People don't, yeah, you're right, Boss Life Online. So, I know sometimes people want to not really go to therapy because they kind of feel like, oh, I can cope with it on my own, or I have support from my family or my friends, and they think that they're doing well. But I'm telling you guys, when you get therapy, you will be so shocked at the things that you will learn about yourself. You're like, what? I have that going on? Or I thought I had handled that, or whatever it is. But those things do come to the surface, and it's good because it's going to help you to be able to handle it better, to be able to have some coping mechanisms, because sometimes you just need some tools to help you to move to the next phase of your life. And that's what it is when you lose someone in death. Sometimes you need someone to come in and like bridge the gap, um, because it is starting a whole new life. Um, Once somebody in your life passes away, you have to learn to make a new life without them. And that's the hardest part. How are you going to learn to live without them? Of course, I would always say, be positive, keep a positive mindset, and don't have people around you that are going to make you negative and feel bad about yourself. But also, in the same light, you need to use some coping mechanisms like the therapy, writing in a journal, getting having supportive people that's gonna encourage you, because you're gonna have those days where you're not gonna want to get out of bed. I've had so many of those, and that's when people who really care about you will come in and say, "Hey, I care about you and I love you, and you're going to get through this, and whatever it is that you need, I'll be there for you." I hope you have at least one person in your life that's like that, that's going to just be there and do what you need for that day. Some days you just want to stay in bed and cry and feel sorry for yourself and lick your wounds. But sometimes you need somebody to say, "Hey, come on, let's get out the house. Let's go somewhere. Let's do something." And that's what's going to help you, is having somebody. Sometimes when you're going through this situation, all you need is someone to be there to say, "I care about you." Um, and you're going to get through this. And whatever it is that you need, I'll be there for you through that. So I'm very fortunate to have some people in my life that have been right there by my side. And I hope and pray for everybody who's here on this live, or anyone who may be watching this later in the replay. I hope that you have a support system, a support team of people who care about you, people who are going to be there for you the way you need them to be there for you. Because I think everybody wants you to handle your grief the way they handle grief. And no two people handle grief the same. Some people just need to cry and cry and cry and cry, and that's okay. And some people just need to talk about the death over and over and over and over again, and that's how they cope with it. And some people just need someone to encourage them. Some people just need someone to be their friend, to get them out the house, to whatever it is. But whatever it is that you need, don't isolate yourself. Um, that's a really important tip. I'm not saying in the beginning you're not going to want to have your moments and be by yourself and do what you need to do to handle it. But I mean, after a period of time, don't isolate yourself from the world and get into a depression. Um, hang on to people who are there for you, and be a support to others. That would be another tip that I would give. Try to be there for somebody else that may be going through a similar situation. Um, Volunteer your time to help somebody else. I think sometimes when you volunteer your time and get your mind off of the situation for a little while, it will help you to, you know, think about somebody else besides you has problems, and somebody else besides you is grieving. And hey Nisha, how you doing? Thumbs it up on coming in. I appreciate you being here. So yeah guys, that would be my advice, and any advice that any of you guys have, things that have helped you. I know Boss Life Online says that her therapist told her to do the same thing, to get a journal and journal about it, because nobody is going to know what you're thinking. Sometimes you may not even know what you're thinking until you start writing it down. But sometimes getting that journal, writing down how you feel, pouring out your heart in that journal, or going to God in prayer if you're a religious person. If you're not, um, getting out the house, um, exercising, staying active, getting your mind going, thinking about other things. Those can be things that can help you to get over that bridge, that gap. Um, I had different periods of time. I had periods of time where I didn't want to eat a thing. I didn't want to eat anything. I had a time period where I was just having liquids. I was just living on soup and, like soft food, applesauce, pudding, soup. I didn't really have an appetite wanting to eat anything. Um, and if I even tried to eat anything, I would feel nauseous, like sick to my stomach. So please, thank you for coming in. Have a great night. Um, Sometimes when you go through this situation, when you're grieving, the last thing that you're even thinking about is eating. But even if it's a small amount, have a little something. Have some tea or coffee, hot chocolate. Have something to eat. Don't give up in eating. It doesn't have to be a lot that you eat, but eat something. That's another tip that I would give you guys. You're still here, King Art. When are you going live? Um, that's another tip that I will give is to not give up on yourself. I had that time period where after my dad passed away, I just gave up on myself, like personal care. Not saying I didn't take a shower or anything, but it's like I didn't take care of myself like I used to. Kind of just in a funk, in a depression, I guess you could say. Not really caring about anything. So make sure that you're doing something for yourself. Sometimes when you're going through the situation of grieving, the last thing that you're thinking about is yourself. And this is exactly when you need to be thinking about yourself. Make sure you're eating something. Hopefully, it's something nutritious and healthy that will sustain you. And if you can't eat, maybe try some supplements. Check with your doctor, of course, and see if you can take some supplements or some other nutritional things, protein or things like that. That if you can't keep any food down, at least you can still get some nutrition that way. But I want you guys to take care of yourself. Um, Join a gym, join a support group, see a therapist, do some things for yourself. Maybe a suggestion I would give you guys is when you can, try to take a vacation. I'm telling you, that's probably the last thing that you may want to do, but try to take a vacation and get away. So do something relaxing. Go get a massage. Um, Sit by the ocean or the beach. Do something that you want to do. Go for a jog. Go to the gym. But do something that you enjoy. Kind of get back in touch with yourself. To think about things that you used to do while they were alive. You kind of have to learn to get back into a routine of remembering who you are, and not that who you are went away, but sometimes you kind of get off track a little bit um, in taking care of yourself. So take care of yourself again, and do things that you need to do that's going to make you feel good about yourself. And only you know, because it's different for every individual. Everybody likes to do different things, but do whatever you need to do and take care of yourself. And because it's hard to say, but life does go on after losing someone that you love, and you can make it through. I know you're going to have your times where you don't feel that's the case. You don't feel like you're going to ever get through it. You feel like the pain is so big that it can't be carried. It's bigger than you. But with time, prayer, love, support. Thank you. Thank you so much, Val. I appreciate you, sis. You're still here. Alexa, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, Val. No problem, Alexa. I don't expect anybody to say anything. I'm just sharing my story, and hopefully, if only one person out there would benefit from what I've talked about, I would feel like my purpose is fulfilled in making this video. It's not easy for me to talk about. It's not easy when you lose someone that you love, but there is a light that will come from the darkness, and you will rise again, and you will be victorious in coming back into your own. And sometimes it may be you may become a whole new person, seeking to do the things that you were supposed to do. Sometimes we don't understand why the situations happen to us in our life. Why is it, and why at that time? But it happened, and you're not alone in it. So don't think that you're alone in the situation. Talk to somebody that you can trust, and don't isolate yourself. Join a support group. I'm telling you guys, join a support group, getting a journal, and prayer, meditation, volunteering your time. They're all the things that helped me. Everybody, I'm not saying this is a one, what is it called? I don't even know what to say. Like something that is going to help everybody. I'm just saying this is what helped me. And I hope that these tips and sharing my story is going to be beneficial to even one person. If this only helps one person, I would feel good in my heart, because I was just moved to talk about this today. And I hope it helps somebody. And if you don't have anybody in your life that tells you that you're going to make it through, thank you, Boss Life Online. If you don't have anybody in your life that is telling you that you're going to make it through this situation, you could be all alone in your life. But you're not the only one. You have a story to tell. Think about how your story can help encourage somebody else. And you're going to make it through the situation, even though you may not feel like it. You're going to make it through, and there is uh, a rainbow that comes after, there's a rainbow that comes after the rain. Even in your darkest hour, you can help somebody, you can encourage somebody, and yeah, you matter and you're important and you have a purpose and you're still here. You're a testimony, and you can motivate somebody else. And I hope that I motivated and encouraged at least one person out there. And I'm going to tell you guys that you guys are special, each and every one of you. Sorry to hear that, Google. Each one of you matter and you're important and you have a purpose. And that's the reason why you're here. And I hope you tap into your purpose and live your life according to all that you deserve, because everyone deserves to be blessed richly. I believe that fully in my heart. And I pray that you have love and peace within your heart and your life, and you're loved abundantly. So that's what I came in to tell you guys. I hope you're loved abundantly, and I hope that you take things one day at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself, and you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, and that's okay. Just know that you're not alone. Just know you're not alone. And anytime you guys want to talk, my email is always open. You guys can send me an email and we can talk about it. If you guys don't want to talk about it on here on social media, send me an email and tell me what you're going through, and I'll send you something encouraging. Okay? I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope this message has encouraged you and blessed you. And I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you have love and peace in your heart and your mind. If you guys want to talk about anything else, I'll stick in here and see if you guys want to talk about anything. I'm here for you. Oh, boss life. Don't make me start crying, boo-boo. I'm trying to be strong. I've been strong all the way through this video. I didn't cry once. And I'm proud of myself. So if you guys have anything that you want to say or anything that you want to share to encourage somebody, now would be the time. I'll hang in here and see if anybody wants to say something encouraging. I love you too, Boss Life Online. Geo. The Ninja Boy. The Ninja Boy? Is it? Or Ninja Boy? Hey, Perry. Thanks for coming back. And thanks for... Excuse me. I have GERD. I get heartburn and all that stuff. Sorry about that. Thanks to all my mods for hanging out with me and always encouraging me to keep going, even in my darkest times. I hope I encourage you sometimes too. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are all special in your way, and each one of you teach me something and help me to keep going. I can say that I am a much stronger woman today than I am 2 years ago. And I smile a lot more because of the peace that I have in my heart. And I think it comes from showing love to others. And you guys are a blessing to me. And I wanted to say that. Thanks for being a blessing to my life. And yeah, guys, if anybody has anything to say, I'll wait. I forgot to say, I'm being a rude hostess. All my mods, of course, you guys know you can always drop a link to your channel or a recent video of yours. So anybody who is in here can check you guys out. You guys are my mods for a reason because I love each and every one of your channels, my mods, and some kind of way you encourage me and motivate me to help me to be strong. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. I want to say that. I appreciate you. And everybody else in here too as well. I appreciate you. Thanks for always coming in, watching my videos, thumbsing it up. That is encouraging to me. And anybody who leaves a comment, I will definitely respond to you later. So yeah, guys, that's what I had to say. That's my story. And if you guys have any other suggestions for future videos, let me know. Oh, my pleasure, Boss Life Online, my pleasure. I just want to tell you guys thank you. I think a lot of times when you're a content creator, you kind of expect people to come and watch your videos, but I don't expect anything. I hope, and I'm trying to come and bring you guys good quality content, things that you guys want to watch. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, and I will do my best to accommodate you. So thanks everybody for coming in, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for stopping by. Thumbs up the video, like and subscribe, and I will check you guys out on the next video. I'm going to leave this live stream up. I don't know if King Art. Oh, I was just about to leave Itchy Guru, but I'm gonna leave this live stream up for the next 20 to 30 minutes so you guys can network and talk with each other. And I'll still be here if you guys have any questions or you guys want to talk. I'll just be here hanging out. So thank you very much for coming in, guys. Really, Joan? Who just came in? Someone just came in? Let me turn these bubbles off. Hey, First Sons Motif. Thank you so much, Boss Life Online. I appreciate you. How are you doing, First Sons Motif? hope you're well. Hope you guys had a good Thursday. Hey, Orient Star, you're back? Yeah, I'm good. I am good. I'm very proud of myself. I didn't cry. No tears, you guys. Can't make fun of me. There was no crocodile tears today. I cried on my I'm glad you're doing good. First Son's motif. I'm great. Hey. Hey beautiful wife, how you doing? Um I cried on my 1K celebration, but I said I'm not gonna cry today with this topic. So, how are you doing, Orient Star? Why? I thought I put you in blue already, Orient Star. Comment again, Orient Star, so I can see that you got your wrench. So, how are you guys doing? I really wanted to see. I really wanted to see 20 likes on here, but it didn't happen. How are you guys doing? Everybody that's in here, I hope everybody is well, and I hope this message has blessed you, and you found something here that's going to help you to cope. And thanks for coming in, everybody. And I'm going to leave this live going for the next like 50 minutes or so. So you guys keep networking, and if you guys have any comments, then drop it in the chat, and I'll answer you. But I'm just going to mute it, and if you guys have something you want to say, just say it, and I'll be here. Is beautiful wife still in here? And first son's motif. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are okay. And I don't know if you guys came in here because you have dealt with somebody in your life that has passed away. And if you have lost someone that you love in death, my heart and my prayers go to you, and I hope that you have peace. And I hope that you're finding a way to cope with this situation, because it's not an easy situation. And I'm here for you guys. If you guys ever want to talk, you can send me an email. It's it's on my banner in my about section. Send me an email. And if you don't want to talk about it on here on social media, I understand. Send me an email, and we can talk about anything you want to. What helped me, I can tell you what helped me to be able to cope. And sometimes you just need someone to be there and listen to you as you talk about your struggles in your life. Sometimes you just need someone to be there and to say, I went through that, and this is where I am now, and this is how I handled it, and this is how I got through it. So yeah, I can do that. So don't think you have to say anything on here if you don't want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just send me an email, and we can talk about it that way. So I'm here, guys. I'm going to be here. And if you guys have something you want to say, just say it. Hey, wonderful life. How you doing? Is this... I don't know. I don't know if I'm wrong. Is your first name Vanessa? Oh, you're still here, dear Alexa? I'm good. I was just talking about this subject, and just here offering support to anybody who may need it. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here to listen to you, or to encourage you, or to give you some advice. If you want some advice, I'm here. So how was your day, wonderful life? It's pre-Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Exciting. I don't know what it is about Friday that's so exciting. I guess it just being the weekend. So where does everybody in here live? Let me know where you guys live. You guys don't know. Oh, you're in Sydney. You're in Sydney. It's 11:27 a.m. Wow. So it is Friday. Sorry, guys. My day started at 7 a.m. this morning. And what time is it right now? Oh, 9, almost 9:30. So that will tell you I've been awake for almost 15 hours. So I'm getting to the point where I'm tired too. How are you doing, wonderful life? Doing anything special since it's Friday where you are? I'll be right back. I'm going to get my cell phone. Changing locations, guys. It's dark, it's dark. New location, new location. You guys know this is where I come to hide away. The bathroom. So you guys, what's going on? What did Wonderful Life say? But you're just waiting for your last video to hit 1,000 views. I need to check out your video. Too bad I can't go to your I can't go to check out channels when I'm on live stream. I can't check out channels when I'm on a live stream, but I will definitely check out your channel as soon as this live is over. Yeah, guys. What did you guys eat for dinner? Hi, Ortega's family. How you doing? Thanks for coming in, spending some time with me on this Thursday. So what do you do on your channel, Wonderful Life? That dripping is driving me crazy. I hope that was it. Amazing kite surfing over sharks. Coming soon. Okay, cool. I'll definitely take a look at that. What did you guys have for, well, I know Wonderful Life, it's Friday where she is, but what did you guys have for dinner? And what did Wonderful Life, what did you have for lunch? I'm about ready to eat a salad. I want to have a salad. What's going on? Nobody's here. If anybody's here, Let me know. I don't understand. Sometimes on YouTube it will be like, you don't eat lunch? What do you eat, Wonderful Life? Just breakfast and dinner? You're gonna have pasta for dinner? Ooh, what kind? What kind? What kind? I love pasta. Yes, 2 meals. Are you on a special diet? Wonderful Life? Veggies inside pasta? Okay, that sounds good. And that's what you're gonna eat for your dinner. Wow, you're almost like a whole day, a whole 12 hours ahead of me. Because right now it's, see what time it is. 9:35 p.m. where I am. Connection? I'm sorry, Alexa. Thanks for coming back. So, what'd you have for dinner, Alexa? A Wonderful Life says that she's gonna have veggies and pasta. Oh, that's good. You can do it. You can do it with your weight loss goals. It's hard sometimes to it takes a lot of self-discipline when you're trying to lose weight. Well, lots of things in life, not just when you're trying to lose weight. But trying to get rid of this glare. Yep. Oh, that's better. So, what plans do you guys have for the weekend? Wonderful Life. It's already Friday where you are, so your weekend is well underway. Me, my goal is to get to the nearest beach. That's my goal for every weekend. You guys know I live in Florida, so that's my goal for every single weekend is to get to the beach. If it's not raining, I want to get to the beach. It's always my goal. If it's not raining, I want to get to the beach. What is you guys' goals for the weekend? Probably need to do some laundry or something like that. What are you guys gonna do this weekend? Guys, I'm only one away from 20 likes. That's all I wanted. I just need one more like. I hope everybody gave me a like. I appreciate that if you do. You walk 15,000 steps a day? Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I have no idea how many steps that I do in a day. What are you guys doing for the weekend? What are you doing for the weekend, Alexa? And else? There's a fourth person in here too. What are you guys doing for the weekend? I already told you guys. That's my goal every single weekend. Get to the beach. I love the beach. Oh, that's right. You live in Australia. What part of Australia do you live in? Wonderful life. Um, it's so hot here. I don't know. What's the temperature where everybody else is? It's so hot here in Florida. It feels like Sydney. Oh, cool. Um, it's so hot here in Florida. It feels like summer, and it's only April. So I know this is it's usually from April, May, June, July, August, and September. Oh yeah, because you're going into the winter, right? Wonderful life. Um, oh, you're in autumn. Okay. Um, it's hot here in Florida from I want to say it starts from now, but this is like the rainy because it's springtime. It's rainy, um, but then when it's not raining, it's nice and sunny and breezy. So April is nice and May, but June, July, and August are the three hottest months in Florida. So if you want hot weather, come to Florida in June, July, or August. You're guaranteed to get lots of heat. Trying to prop this up. Tired of holding this up. I need to get myself a trap. You don't complain about hot weather? Me either. It's I would rather be hot than cold. I know some people are opposite. Some people would rather be cold, but I don't like the cold. I don't like having a jacket on. I don't like sweaters. I don't even really like pants. I'd rather be in shorts and flip flops every day of my life. What are you gonna do? That's what I would rather. Shorts every day of my life. Who else is in here? Alexa, I'm still waiting on you to tell me what you had for dinner. I'm still waiting for that. I think I was gonna have a salad, but I think I'm gonna have some soup. Just want something light since it's so late. I was on the live stream and I lost. Yeah, shorts and a t-shirt. I think that's the best thing ever. I know there's lots of people out there who hate the summer and the spring. They don't like hot weather at all, but I love it. That's why there's a season. That's why there's 4 seasons, because there's always somebody who loves different seasons. So, what are you gonna do today? Wonderful life. What do you have planned for your weekend? You don't remember when you wore a swimsuit or a suit? I I haven't worn a bathing suit in a long time. So this is just a shopping. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your shopping trip. I'm actually doing spring cleaning, which I love spring cleaning and I hate spring cleaning. Oh, you're going to the botany garden? That's nice. Are you going to do a video on that? I actually love spring cleaning and I hate it at the same time because it's wonderful because you get rid of stuff and you clean up the place, but also it's a lot of work and very stressful. So, you're taking a video. Okay, good. Well, I can't wait to see your video. Um, I always admire, I have a new appreciation now that I'm a content creator. I have a new appreciation for what people have to go through to make videos, the editing and the music and the outfits and changing and hair and makeup. All of that is involved in a video, and people may see a video for 10 minutes or less and don't understand. Oh, you have videos ready for a month. That's good. Um, I need to do something like that, similar, because I'm filming all the time. It's getting exhausting. Um, I'm thinking I'm going to start doing like 3 to 4 videos at a time and then just premiering them when I'm ready. So, so it's the fall in Australia now. What's the temperature like? Wonderful life. Here today it's, look, it was 78 degrees today here in Florida. 78 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if you guys use Celsius, but you see I'm sweating. Okay. Well, that's good. I feel okay. But 22 is warm. That's good weather. You experienced minus 25? Wow. When I was in Canada, I think the coldest that I have ever been, I don't even know what the temperature was, but it was like, I know it was minus something. It was like minus 29, and that's the coldest I have ever been in my life. It was so cold. It was so cold. The cold is nice because the cold is good for your skin and stuff like that, but being cold and shivering, it's just not for me. What would you do? I don't know what I would do if I had to live in that cold temperature. I give you guys props. You guys that live in colder climates and have to deal with snow, I give you guys props. I have respect for you. Catch me when, wonderful life. Or you're saying you're going to go. Did I misread that? Oh, you need to go. Okay. I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming in and commenting. Have a great weekend. Oh, I go live. Well, now I've been going live every single day. I've been going live lunchtime every day. Um, it would be 11:30 Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday to Friday, and then on Saturdays I go live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Sunday is the only day that I take off, so I could spend some time with my family. But from Monday to Saturday I go live. So just make sure you have on your notification bell, and you'll see when I go live. Hi to the 2 people in the room. What are you guys doing? Let me know that you're here. And I hope you're okay. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Thursday. I know everybody is busy and they have things that they have to do, but I want you to know that I appreciate you very much for hanging out with me. Brings a smile to my face to know people came in to see me, to hear what I have to say. So thank you very much. What is that playing? Strange. Something started playing. So totally weird. Did you just hear that? One person in the room? That something just started playing? Super duper weird. What are you doing, one person in the room? Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Make myself some soup. Hey, Terry. There's gonna be some. Hold on, guys. Be patient. Be patient. Hey, Terry. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out with me. How's your evening going? I hate when they do that. Why do they do that, my family? I'm good. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How was your day? How was your day? It's Free Friday, guys. You're relaxing now? I'm glad you're getting a chance to relax. It's Free Friday. You up to anything new and exciting this weekend? Yes. Thursday Eve, yes. What are you up to for your weekend? I was disconnected for a second. Sorry about that. What are you up to for your weekend? I had to get something to drink. I've been talking for 115 minutes. Getting thirsty. Me? My plan is to get to the beach. What is the weather like where you are? Terry's table. What's the weather like where you are? I was just having some pineapple juice. What'd you have for dinner? Terry's table. Oh, in the 50s? That means you're still in a coat and jacket. You're in a coat and jacket, and I'm here in Florida, sweating to death. You see how much I'm sweating? So hot. When you had Arby's, I'm this close to ordering some pizza, but I'm not gonna do it because I usually do pizza. Yeah, it's what temperature? In 70s. Yep, it's in the 70s here, so yeah, it's springtime, but it definitely feels like summer. I know pizza sounds so good, and I usually do pizza every Friday. I don't know what's going on like today. I definitely want it today. Are you done? Yeah, so what are your plans for the weekend? Don't you hate that when you crave things? And I try to tell my stomach that my bank account says no, but doesn't always work that way. I'm like craving pizza, and the more I keep telling myself you'll get it tomorrow, my body is like, but I want it today. I want it today. So sometimes your stomach and your bank account don't match up. I should say sometimes, almost always. So, any plans for the weekend? Doing anything fun? I want to go to the beach so bad. I was at work today and I was looking out the window and it was like the sun. That's true. Um, I was looking out the window and the sky was so blue and the birds were singing and I saw people swimming in the pool and oh, not yet. Okay. Well, I hope whatever you get into, you have a good time. Or you're taking your cat to the vet. I hope that's going to be good. Is your cat sick? I hope not. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Usually I say that like every single weekend. In the spring and summer, I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the beach. but usually out of a month, I probably go 2 times each month in the spring and the summer. I live like 10 minutes away from the beach. So, oh, okay. I hope that's not going to be expensive for you. I know having a pet is expensive. Very expensive, actually. So, I wanted to thank you for coming in, saying hi to me. I've been on this live for. Oh, you have two? Do you have pet insurance, Terry? You have pet insurance? Yeah, yeah, I know. A lot of people have said that if it wasn't for the pet insurance, they wouldn't be able to handle all the bills and the expenses of having a pet. So look into it, and if you like it, let me know next time you come back into the live stream. So I just wanted to come in, guys. I'm gonna end it. Um, I think one of my friends is live now. Yeah, your coworker said it's great. Yeah, so check it out and see if you like it. And if you like it, let me know next time you come into my live. So I'm going to go, guys. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me, Alexa, all the way down to the end. I appreciate you. I think King Art is live now, so I'm gonna go over there and support him. So you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thumbs it up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.